Welcome, guys, to another episode on Sport Frenzy where we talk about football and analyze good football. This week is the passing of the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, which
Yeah,
England matches may not hold because of the
yeah,
mourning of the Queen. But in Italy, we are mourning the Queen, but we are still going to talk about football.
most
And
definitely.
in our midst, we have Abraham Eyimoka, who
Yeah,
is from
that's my name.
Lagos. He's from Lagos, and we are going to look at Inter Milan versus Torino. Abraham, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Godwin.
It's a and goal! He scores! Absolutely sensational!
Sports Frenzy, the game is on.
Inter Milan and Torino, they've started the season not in a very good start, especially
Yeah,
Inter Milan having very good players. Even with the return of Romelu Lukaku. If you check their last game in the Champions League against Bayern Munich, they they lost to Bayern Munich. Their gameplay and everything was not up to par. So playing Torino now, what would be your take on or the outcome of the game?
okay. If you follow back their league game against Inter Milan, against AC Milan, the
Yeah,
Milan derby, the game was not too impressive for me from Inter Milan because they had a lot of struggles. They were leading the game by one goal against AC Milan, but AC Milan still have that morale, they still have that belief that they could force the game and they could still deliver 3 points. I saw how Rafaela was able to overpower the defense line from
yeah,
the left side against Dumfries and Skriniar. Inter Milan is their favorite position defensive lineup is always three defenders and two wing backs.
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
I watched how Milan was able to overpower them from the angle, and how after Inter Milan conceded that goal, there was a little bit of drop in concentration. So they were playing out of, I don't know if they were playing out of pressure, in pressure or out of pressure, because they were playing as if there was nothing at stake. They didn't realize that it was the Milan derby, which is one of the biggest derby in Serie A. I saw how AC Milan was able to control the game. They were even able to score 3 goals. I was looking for Lukaku. I realized he was injured, and I don't think Lukaku would have made a difference because Zeko was still showing he still has a lot to offer. I feel
yeah,
Milan were having a little bit of down in confidence. That's what I would say. Their first game of the season, they did well, but they also conceded. Their second game of the season, I think they lost, and their game against Lazio was really bad. They lost
yeah,
against Lazio. I followed that game. They lost woefully. For Torino, I've seen a few of their games. They've
mm-hmm,
had good, they have good defensive coordination,
mm-hmm.
but also they are still lacking a little bit of edge because they've not scored a lot of goals. They've just
They've
been
not.
scoring 2 goals, 1 goal
Mm.
ahead. And their defense they are too compact. I think they are trying to make it look not to concede too much and not to score too much. Let us get the goal and keep
And
the
relax.
defense to relax. Yes,
For the past 6 meetings, Inter Milan has played Torino. They've not lost to Torino. You get
yes,
that
yes,
started since like 2019, and
yes.
Torino have got some goals against them, but still Inter Milan still have the game at the end. And starting this season, both of them have almost similar type of outcome. 3 wins. Inter Milan has 2 losses. Torino has
Love
one
it.
loss, one
Yes,
draw. Yeah,
the
and
one draw.
Inter Milan being assumed as a big team in Serie A is not showing, and having to struggle for the Serie A last season is not showing that determination again for the league title. So before you make your prediction, is Inter Milan still going to like make history repeat itself against Torino? Having to beat Torino like always, like they always do.
I would say it's a big game. It's going to be a big game, and with Inter having edge over Torino in their last 6 matches, the game I wouldn't say Torino will give the game to Inter just like that. They will have a point to prove coming
Mhm.
from the previous matches they've played against Inter and how the season has started for the both teams. Torino will have a lot of points to prove going away to the Giuseppe Meza. Inter Milan being at home, they will want to come out with a good outcome. They will want to give Inter a run for their money. They will want Inter to know that, okay, it is not always as usual. They will want to probably come out with a good result. If they cannot have a win, they will want to have a draw, because a draw will feel like a win for them, and a draw will feel like a loss for Inter Milan. And Inter coming from a loss in the Milan derby, they would not want to have nothing more than a win in that game. They will want to make sure they are back in confidence, giving Torino something to hold on to. They will want to put all their pressure on Torino. They will want to, from the first minute of the whistle down to the end, they will chase the game. They will make sure Torino are always on their toes. This match week 6, if Inter does not come out with a win, it will definitely affect them in match week 7. And, it can be something that can hinder their confidence as the season progresses. But I believe Inter will want to come out good in that game. And Torino also will want to make sure Inter don't win them, and at least a draw will be better for Torino. But Inter will definitely want to win, because they are also gunning for the title. And Torino, they will want to go for top 4 probably, or spot in the Europa League, exactly. So to me, I would give the game to Inter, win or draw. But for Torino, a win will be an amazing thing for them, but a draw will still be better for them.
So yes, what you are saying now is Inter Milan will either win the game or draw it.
Or draw it, yes.
Okay, that's
what I'm saying.
fair. I would just mean, if I'm to give my prediction based on the stats that they have started for the season from match day 1 till now, I will just say history will not repeat itself, because
Inter will win the game.
Yeah, because Torino is not showing us something different. You understand? They are still playing same way. So, and the two teams, they know themselves. They are familiar with their kind of gameplay. So, I don't see anything different that was going to happen. Inter Milan will still win the game regardless.
And he scores! Absolutely sensational!
Sports Frenzy, the game is on.
If you watch to the end of this video, please kindly click and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms showing on your screen right now. And we'll get more of our content, because we're giving you good predictions. See you next time.
And he scores! Absolutely sensational!
Sports Frenzy, the game is on.